Alright guys, so before we get this video started, Deboss Garage came out with a line of merch for the Quarantine Car Show, and all proceeds go to the Doctors Without Borders charity. So if you haven't already, check that out. Click on the link in the description. Check out some of their merch. Even if it's just a sticker, every little bit helps. I'd also like to thank all my followers and subscribers. And if you've never heard of me, I encourage you to check me out. This video is just a snippet of my truck and what we've done to it over the years. And if you want to get a more in-depth look at everything we've done, I have a whole build series that I'll link up in the top. All right, let's get to it. Today I'm submitting my 91 F350 to the Quarantine Car Show.
You left the driveway! You left the driveway! I'm shaking!
It started out its life as a 7.3 liter IDI, fed it a little bit of ether, and it never started the same again. Pretty sure we cracked a couple rings or something, so decided to do a swap. So I found a 3126 out of a school bus, decided to swap that into it. We backed the 3126 up with an AT545, which is a 4-speed auto with no lockup converter, and it's just a 1-to-1 in 4th gear. We get 410s, so the truck was really slow. So we put on some 22.5s to get us a little more speed. We got about 10 miles an hour out of it. Got us up to 65-ish. It has a divorce transfer case, NP205. I never got around to getting a front drive shaft, but that's all it's missing to be 4-wheel drive. We got 5-inch straight pipe. We replaced the floor pans while we had the cab off. Bedlined the floor. We put Chevy seats in this sucker. It's the XLT Lariat. Power windows, power locks. It's a beauty. Hey, let me show you around the truck.
Don't forget about the hood.
Alright. So here she is. Good thing we don't have to drive to this car show. So we put about 3,000 miles on the 3126 with the AT545. Took a couple of road trips. We went up to Canada, got to meet Rich from Deboss Garage. It's not a bad ride. The biggest issue is that AT545. It's just foot to the floor doing any type of highway speed. So JC Smith Projects hooked us up with a donor vehicle. We got ourselves a spare 3126. And we got ourselves an MD 3060. So that's a 6-speed double overdrive with lockup converter, and it's slightly larger than the AT545. So that's what we're doing here. We left the air compressor on the engine, and we ended up using an air canister as our emergency brake. So it has the yellow push-pull knob in the cab, and that actuates our parking brake, pulls the cables, releases it. Here is our NP205 twin stick modded, so you can have front wheel drive if you wanted. So while we were in here doing the transmission swap, we had to swap out the bell housing adapter because it's a bigger transmission. The engine sat a little bit further back than I liked, so we went ahead and we made some modifications to the mounts so that we could move the whole engine forward a little bit. We're rebuilding our rear mounts because they were a little tall, and this one here was actually rubbing the bottom of the cab just a little bit. We added 2 leaves to the front suspension here, which was an idea that I got from some Canadian guy that I found on YouTube. I watched this video where he added a couple leaves for 2-ton Tanya. So anyways, the 3126 has been pretty good to us over the past year or so that we've been driving it, and hopefully it'll be even better once we get this MD 3060 in and working. But don't take my word for it. Let's see what some other guys have to say about this thing.
Very, very cool. Love it.
The 3126 fits in there nicely. And you got these little bitty battery cables here. These little 3/0s. Yep. You know. But a good, nice quality. This is a quality install. That's a nice bracket too. I mean, there's a lot of nice finishes. Like your Hydro Boost, you got all those nice what are them called? ANs.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, I like all your brackets you made. The wiring's really good.
This side.
Yeah, and I like how you do your stuff. Like you found the coolant reservoir and made your bracket here. You know, figuring stuff out. It doesn't look like it's a backyard job. It looks like a very nice job. Very nice. Remember what I said when you first pulled in? There's a stop sign not far from us. I was in the shop and I could tell it was your truck. Between the AT545, because you know how these sound. The 3126 has its own sound. The AT545 makes the cat sound like it does. You took off from the red light. I knew it was you. I could walk out here and I knew it was your truck. And I've never seen this truck or heard this truck before. It has a very distinct sound. It sounds very good.
All right, so thank you for checking out my project here. It's definitely been a long project, fun project. I've learned a lot. Basically everything on here was homemade, and I've enjoyed the process of learning how to do all this. So thank you for checking it out, and have a good day.